welcome to my channel once again. Chalet, today's video that I have for you, I have some diasporans and foreigners who are also sharing their experience visiting Ghana and living in Ghana, working and doing their own thing in Ghana, and the experiences and what they've actually learned living in Ghana is what they are sharing with us. So let's go into this videos, watch, come back and talk.
I love you, Ghana! I'm gonna miss the food, the people, the smells, the stinky smells, the good smells, the people on the street, everything, the culture, the food again, the people, the vibes, the liveliness. I'll miss you, Ghana. I'll be back soon.
In Ghana, I had to get used to young black people having English names, because in South Africa, my connotation to young black people who have English names is not particularly good. Because most of us don't get English names, but people give themselves English names so that they can assimilate. So you'll see like boys at private schools, at white private schools, and they'll be like, "Hi guys, my name is Mzwaki, but you can call me Zake. Or my name is Lucanio, but you can call me Luke." So when I'd meet like Ghanaian people my age, and they would tell me that they have the most English name I've ever heard, I thought maybe they were anglicizing their actual like cultural name. Or like even when people would be like, "Oh, you're about to meet this and this person and this is their name," I'd be like, "Are they black?" Like it just didn't tibana in my head that someone would be my age and like their real name, and it's not a name that they've just decorated on themselves. Like their real name is English. And another context to this is apartheid, of course. So during apartheid, like black people had to have a Christian name / a European name and a Bantu name. And the Christian name, European name thing wasn't just for Bants. It was so that the apartheid government could have the convenience of not knowing who you actually are in terms of like culturally. They didn't want to engage with Bantu people, with black people beyond you being convenient for labor. And so them giving you an English name or you getting an English name made you more convenient as a machine for the apartheid regime, right? It was a very political thing. That's why when our generation now went to white South African schools, it was like, "Oh, you guys don't have English names. Most of us don't." Then they'd ask us to anglicize our names. And I think we didn't do this politically. We were young. We were like, "Well, I don't have an anglicized version of my name. Like, this is it, ma'am. You cannot call me Amma." And they'll be like, "So I'm going to call you Amma." "No, you're not." I remember saying that, "No, you're not." Or they just avoid calling you by your name. I remember in primary school, grade 1, I got the English award, best English award over all the white kids. Crazy. And then the teacher called my name on stage. I didn't even recognize my name. Like, it's not that I didn't know that. It's not like I was sitting down like, "Yeah, you're going to learn how to say it." Like, I really didn't hear what she was saying. And my mom had to like tap me. She was like, "Yeah."
A question that I get asked a lot is that, is Ghana actually safe? So what I decided to do is come super early to the morning and go to one of the areas where foreign media and that would probably depict it as not being safe. It's where one of the local markets are. Good morning. One of the local markets are, you can see behind me. And I got to say, Ghana has been very safe and very welcoming to me and my family. I said, as it is with any people and any place you're out to, you have to be respectful of the cultures, and if you're respectful to the people, most of the time they will be respectful back to you. And that has been our experience here. But when people ask me this question, I always say, is America safe? Is the UK safe? Is Paris safe, where they're coming from? Because there's always going to be areas where you should not visit and areas you should stay away from. But it's something that I can only do from my past experiences, and my past experiences compared to the other countries I've lived in, that I've had no problems. Ghana's been very safe for me and my family, and a place we love to call home.
What's it like working and doing business in Ghana as a white person? I get asked this question all the time. And really, besides having to wear a lot of sunscreen and a big hat, it's not that big of a difference between working in the Western world. But that tends to surprise people, because if you're from the Western world, you're used to race being a big part of your interactions. In Ghana, it's not that big of a deal. Now, I don't want to say that there's no differences, because a few do exist, but they're not as big as you would think. There's generally a preconception of me that I am a business person, and that's just based on how I dress and the fact that when white people are in Ghana, it tends to be for business purposes, although a lot more people are coming for tourism right now. But when it gets to the nuts and bolts of actually doing business or interacting with the government, I have found that people are just kind of equal across the board. When we're working with the government, I wait in the same lines as anybody else. And when I'm doing business, we're going over the same financials, we're doing the same projections and the same work that I would be doing if I was in the Western world. So everyone's just kind of meeting on the level there. And in Ghana, it's just much more of a relaxed country. In day-to-day life, people aren't stressing out over things. If you're thinking about going to Ghana either for business, to visit, or to maybe retire, I wouldn't make race part of your mental calculus, because you're going to find very quickly that whether you're white, Asian, Indian, or black, it's not a big deal.
A day in the life of a Nigerian artist, part whatever. So we're in Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, and this is our friend's house. Lali and Lola, that's their dad. They are host family for the day. And yeah, this is me going to go and get like a SIM card or credits with their brother. I showed him, but he didn't want to be shown. Anyway, we tried Banku for the first time. Guys, I prefer it to Eba. I'm not going to, don't tell the Nigerians we said this, but Banku and Okoro is actually nicer than Eba and Okoro. No offense. But yeah, we came to Ghana for a Sony music camp, and this is me and Oeza. Looking all cute, walking to the place. Yeah, this is Izikak. Izikak is from Nigeria. We've known him for years. He's a fantastic guitarist, and he was in our studio session for the day. How lucky are we? Yeah, so this is the thing that shows that we were actually there. Accra Sony Music Camp. Izikak is setting up, and we got to work with Icon, who I've loved for years. First time meeting, by the way. And yeah, this is me and Oeza looking cute with our big little afros. We also got to work with Zara. She will show up in video in 3, 2, 1. Hi Zara, love you guys, bye.
Premium, how do you call it? King's Bite.
The premium King's Bite.
Okay.
Like some?
The taste is very nice. It's a bit drier than Swedish chocolate. It's good.
Good flavor. Very good flavor. Give me some more.
Next up is King's Bite milk chocolate.
Sweet.
A lot sweeter. But it's good.
I like the dark one more.
How much are you paying down for this?
It's going to be very, very expensive.
Next one you have to pronounce.
This is called Inkati cake. It's peanuts.
Inkati cake.
Inkati cake. Yes.
Inkati cake.
Papa.
I can't say that.
It's Inkati.
Inkati.
Tie.
Tie.
Tie. Inkati is nuts.
Ah, okay.
Also very sweet, but tasty.
It's quite hard. But good. I like this.
Really nice. Inkati.
And next up is, I read the name of, so we don't really know what this is called. Comment what this is. It's like a ball of
Sugar, ginger, vanilla, coconut.
I can take it. Thank you.
A little meat. Oh, this was also crunchy.
Big flavor of coconut.
A bit sticky. Very good.
Very good.
I think it was my favorite.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be.
Walked through Jamestown. We walked through Jamestown, and what I learned mostly was we got a chance to feel, from going in the dungeon, the sweat of just for 5 minutes of how the slaves must have felt. And so for me, part of the problem in life is that we're not taught to deal with some of the problems and feel them so that we can remember them and be positive and walk forward. Okay? When you walk through this town and you see these things that are happening around here, it makes you grateful. and it should also wake you up so that we have to do things to help our brothers and sisters all around the world. I thank you, and this was eye-opening for me.
Today we're trying Fufu. Yeah, Fufu. So today we're trying Fufu. A side of peanut soup, or groundnut soup as they say in Ghana. So this is what Fufu's looking like. It's made with like starchy carbs, like cassava, yams, and stuff, and plantain, I think. Yeah. And it supposedly originated in Ghana. We've never tried it before, so this is our first try. And you're supposed to eat it with your fingers only, so let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. We've never tried this before. Yeah, this is hella sticky, what the fuck. Alright, sticky. Alright, let's send it. So you're supposed to get a bit, and then dip it in. It's alright. It's quite nice. This is proper like, just starch, it's like starchiness. Yeah, very starchy. Kind of difficult, it's quite sticky on your fingers. Yeah. It's like... Obviously we washed our hands before this. And this is groundnut soup, it's like maybe peanuts, and we also got eggs with it obviously. But that's our additive, because we need some protein. But it's very nice. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right, so I was expecting a fluffy white consistency, instead it's a sticky brown for the fufu. I wasn't much of a fan. I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't choose it again. And the peanut soup, the groundnut soup, it was alright, not bad. It went well with the fufu, but again, not top. I think this could be chefed up a bit better, perhaps. And it could have been a really good dish, but today, not a fan, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd eat it if I was hungry, but I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. But I think we haven't done it justice, Fufu, so we're gonna have to try it again, because this isn't really what it looks like normally, like online and that. So I don't know what I'm going for this Fufu.
Some things you may not know about Ghana. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is super modest. So when you wear things like this, short, they look at you a little crazy because it's not really considered modest. I get stared at a lot. I'm not sure why. I don't feel like I'm unique, but maybe. I don't know. But I get stared at, and I get stared at so much. Let me give you an example. I was waiting for my boyfriend to come out of the store, and there was a woman in the mall just staring at me, like not even blinking an eye. Then I decided to go to the very opposite side of her in the store. And do you know them eyes just followed me all the way to the other side? So then she turns around and she just stares at me on the other side of the mall. So that's another thing. Ghana people, they got a staring problem. With that being said, everybody is really kind. Like, everybody is very welcoming, and for the most part, if you say hi to people, they will say hi back. Some women have even said, "Oh, you're beautiful." Like, you know, people are really kind. The beds tend to be hard as a rock. I don't know why. I have been in a total of 5 different houses, and the beds, they're hard. Hard as. If you order something and they bring you out something else, is because they don't have that item that you want, and they're not going to tell you. This is my personal experience at several restaurants. They're just going to bring whatever out they feel is comparable, and they still want you to pay. Service is slow at restaurants, so don't go starving. If you run into some issues with the cops, you can pay them off, usually. Africa is hot, as you know. A lot of the restaurants are outside seating, so be ready for that. If you plan on staying here for, let's say, a month or so, lodging is not cheap. If you are looking for places that have the same amenities as you have in the US, be ready to pay $1,000 or more for the month. USD. I haven't seen any nail shops with massage chairs. They're all like just regular seating and elevated seating, and then you put your foot in a bucket, which is not that comfortable for me, but it is what it is. Most of the food is spicy. I think there might be a shortage of towels because anytime I come and stay, there's only one towel. Anywhere I've ever stayed, one towel. Like, hey. Everywhere I've stayed, there are washers, but no dryers. So just be ready to dry your clothes on a line, on your balcony, or what have you. Always try to talk down a price. Even in the grocery store, I'll be like, y'all got a little discount I can get for the groceries? Because I do tend to pay over 1,000 CDs in groceries. And so usually they give me a discount. Be careful when getting an Uber. When you get the Uber, make sure the license plates are matching. If it is not the same car, do not get in that car. If you're expecting your driver in the Uber to turn on his AC, always get comfort. They know that they have to put on the AC. If you don't get comfort, they will not put on the AC. In fact, they will tell you that their AC does not work. Be careful about having your phone out, like even in your Uber, just don't hold it out. There are people that come up to the car that will ask if you want water and such, but there's also people that are looking for opportunities and will snatch your phone. Other than that, baby, have fun. There is no kidnapping in Ghana. There is no one shooting anyone in Ghana. Hell, I ain't even seen a fight in Ghana, okay? There was a guy that was stealing stuff in the neighborhood and they was just holding him and did not beat him. That's one instance. I think they might have beat him around the corner. I don't know. But it's predominantly safe here, even if you are a woman and you're coming along. Just be cautious of certain things, you know, but it's really safe here, and I hope this helps you.
Don't post me.
So Wayne, what did you just say?
I said I wish you go safe and come back safe, my brother.
So yeah, I'm in the same place, right? I want to make sure I go safe and come back safe, mostly because I have a child that I want to see again, right? But if I'm going to be honest, right, the biggest thing that bothers me or that scares me or whatever else it is that I am doing this alone. And I have always thought that if I was ever going to do something like this, like go to Africa, that I'd be doing it with a partner. I'd be doing it with somebody that I love and care for and am partner with. And, you know, the fact that I'm doing this alone speaks volumes about my love life. So we are here in Jamestown.
This way. Oh, please.
No, it's okay. You Puff Daddy all up in the video. It's okay. Let's go. They examined and branded the slaves over there. So you catch the slaves, you brandish them and examine them, you bring them here to hold them, and then they hit the ships and then they're gone. Yeah. So there's a door of no return down there. Yeah. So we're going down into the dungeon. Yeah. So those two 70 and above people were taken here as slaves. The only source of ventilation is up there. Don't realize it is also a place where they can determine if it is during the day or night. You can see up there, there's a metal thing there. So I need to be honest about something, right? I sort of feel like, or look like I feel like, or feel like I look like the people that walk through Harlem on tour.
Come with me to get my hair braided in Ghana. So this is the first day that I was actually there. We got in at 4:30 in the morning. We dropped our stuff at the Airbnb and we made our way to the hair salon because we knew we had a long day and a long trip ahead of us, so we needed to get started early. We went to Braids and Beyond, which is the same studio that I went to the last time I was in Ghana. This is the color that I decided to get. I wanted to go with a nice pretty brown. I've never done this color before and I thought it would look so good on me. So that is what we did. Here is where we're at so far. It took several hours. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I was in the salon from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Like, it literally took all day, but the results, yeah, they're worth it. It looks so good. This is right after my appointment. That's why the water is all on my butt, but this is the final results. It looks so good, and these are my friends. They're just so cute. Thanks for amazing thing about being back home in Ghana is the ability to just pick up and head to the beach at a moment's notice. I was kindly picked up in style by a chauffeur from IAA Grand, a new beachfront chalet in Kaswa. This service is available on request and I would highly recommend. After an hour's journey, we got to the chalet and it's absolutely stunning. It honestly took my breath away. I love the modernism and minimalism of the interior, but my favorite part is this outside with the sunken garden and the private pool. It's honestly a dream. Upstairs feels like a completely different world to downstairs. It's super light, bright, and airy, and everything is basically automated, which I absolutely love. I'm a sucker for views, so the 4,000 CD to 6,000 CD a night price point, I think, is absolutely worth it. There is also a chef on residence, and once I had settled in, he brought me a selection of lunch dishes. I love the versatility in the dishes, and everything was really well flavored, which is always a big thing for me. I love when aesthetically pleasing things are also super functional, and that's exactly what this shower was. I stayed in the Zaguri Chalet, which actually sleeps up to 4 people, but they've got some studio chalets as well for couples who are looking for a more intimate romantic setup. Of course, I had to bring some shisha with me and set myself up by the pool. The best part about this was hearing the waves and feeling the ocean breeze. There's also a restaurant and bar on site, which is perfect for small groups who want to have a good time. All in all, I thoroughly enjoyed my stay and I honestly did not want to leave.
What do you make?
You want gobe?
You're making gobe?
Yeah.
But that's my beans though.
And?
I put it in water. Somebody buy a waji. My somebody buy a gobe.
And you left it. Nah, man.
Send them. Where did you learn how to eat gobe? Is it YouTube? Because I don't even understand. Anyway.
You know, this lady that was talking about price in Ghana, especially when you talk about renting. Yes, there are certain places. If you want that same standard that you are used to in America and in the UK, you are going to pay more. That's the truth. But for me, I always say that there are other apartments that you can also turn it into the level that you want. You see, whilst you are not going to pay that $1,007 a month, there are certain things you can buy and just furnish some apartment and it will look like the way you want it. You see, but some people just go for furnished apartment and you will pay. Furnished apartment, you will pay $1,007 you pay. Yeah, unless you are staying for a short period of time. But if you are like you want to stay here a longer period, I think that should be the way. And she's talking about there is one particular tile, like the tiles that every place that she has stayed, there is one particular tile. Yes, I think I know the tiles that she's talking about, but I don't know why people, especially contractors, do that, or even building owners. That particular tile, I've actually seen it on almost every building. I don't know why. There are different types of tiles though, but people just, I feel like here we just love trends. So if some particular tile is trending or a particular thing is trending, that's what we follow. And I think it's not nice. We should have varieties, you know? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.